Henry running left. There's some room over there for Derrick Henry. Henry with a stiff arm. Derrick Henry.
Welcome NFL fans, you're locked in for a trip through gridiron history, one classic at a time. In today's second video, we're heading to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland to see the 0-1 Las Vegas Raiders challenge the 0-1 Baltimore Ravens, September 15, 2024. There were 70,762 in the crowd. It was 76 degrees, and the Ravens were favored by 9. Former Pro Bowl linebacker Antonio Pierce had taken over the Raiders' coaching duties from incumbent Josh McDaniels before the 9th game of the 2023 season. He went 5-4 to close out the season, and Mark Davis kept him in the spot to open the 2024 campaign. John Harbaugh was in the beginning of his 17th season coaching the Ravens, going 160-100, along with a 13-11 postseason record. Gardner Minshew, also sometimes known as Mustache, was in his 6th season as an NFL quarterback. He had served with the Jaguars for 2 years, the Eagles for 2 years, and the Colts for his first Pro Bowl season in 2023. Minshew had a 90.2 rating and just the week prior gone over 10,000 career passing yards. Reigning NFL MVP Lamar Jackson was quarterback for the Ravens. By then in season number 7, he had a 97.9 career rating, over 16,000 passing yards, and over 5,000 on the ground. The Raiders and the Ravens had met 13 times previously, with the Ravens owning a 9-4 edge. The following is a CBS Sports production, cut into a condensed game by the YouTube channel Chili. Enjoy.
We're underway, week 2 of the NFL on CBS. Here is Amir Abdullah on the return for Las Vegas. And he is stopped short of the 25-yard line. They go 4 wide on 1st down and 10. Minshew standing in there, loses the football. The Raiders recover, but it was Odafe Oweh who knocked it free.
Odafe Oweh coming on the backside, just goes right around Colton Miller. Easy strip sack fumble for them. They're lucky that Colton fell on that football. Maybe this is one of the issues.
A loss of 8 on the play on 2nd down. Minshew looking to throw again, takes the check down to Zamir White, and he is tripped up by Brandon Stevens. It is loud on 3rd and 16, and Vegas will just run it and going nowhere as Travis Jones makes the tackle. And what a start for the Baltimore defense.
Chains. Luke Getsy just plays it safe as opposed to potentially giving up another disastrous play early on in this game. Really, since John Harbaugh took over as the head coach, they've never hired a DC outside of the organization.
A.J. Cole punting to Deontay Hardy from his own 31-yard line. Hardy across the 40. Can he get to the outside? Cuts it back and taken down at the 45. They go to Henry on 1st down, trying to get downhill, and he picks up 2 yards on the play. Only 13 carries a week ago. 2nd down and 8 with Justice Hill in the backfield, and he takes the handoff here. And that'll bring up 3rd down for Baltimore. With the play clock down to 2. Lamar, pressure coming. He sees it over the middle. Flowers has got it. And a 1st down for Baltimore. Marcus Epps on the tackle, but Zay zips for 19.
Going to come sit over the middle of the field and a dig. Great timing by Lamar Jackson. Potentially getting the pressure look.
Jackson, Crosby's there, and Max Crosby's got him. Crosby just crashed across the line of scrimmage for his 2nd sack of the year.
Entirety of this game, this right tackle position for the Baltimore Ravens. Patrick McCary is their swing offensive lineman. He can play center, he can play guard, he can play tackle. But last week we saw him rotating a little bit with Roger Rosengarten, who is the 2nd round.
And a loss of 5 on 2nd and 15. They hand it off to Hill, and Hill to the 38-yard line as Spillane makes another tackle. Be about a 56-yard field goal from here. Lamar, and that's called by Rashad Bateman, slips 1 tackle, but then Spillane comes again to get him at the 30. This one from 48 yards away. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens get on the board first. DJ Turner is now back there instead of Madison. It'll be Abdullah, and Tucker just kicks it for a touchback, which I think makes sense. You don't want to have your team run down the field again from a Baltimore perspective. On first down, it's Zamir White. And Brent Urban makes the tackle. Urban was inactive against the Chiefs. A big part is just getting the helmet down and making that feel comfortable over his right eye. As Minshew completes this one to Devontae Adams, who's 2 yards shy of a first down. Minshew to the air. Adams has it for a first down. Marlon Humphrey makes the tackle, but the Raiders move the chains. First down and 10. They flip one to Trey Tucker. He's got great speed, and Tucker comes close to midfield. Now, we met with Antonio Pierce last night. Second and 5. Minshew looking for the screen to Abdullah. He makes the catch, slips a couple of tackles, and gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up third down. Minshew, pressure's coming. He is sacked! Oweh with his first sack of the year.
Dafe Oweh is out here, completely unblocked. Clean shot to the quarterback. Maybe he was supposed to drop into the flat. Maybe that was a bust, but...
Awaiting the kick at his own 10-yard line. Good pressure by Baltimore. A short end-over-end kick. Hardy with a fair catch at the 19. Two huge losses for this organization and the entire NFL. And you see the big hit by Crosby on Henry. Henry on 2nd and 12, and another loss, this time by Marcus Epps. So a good job by this Las Vegas defense to begin this drive.
You see Derrick Henry's side saddle here, and those side saddle runs are zone stretch runs, which is not necessarily his greatest strength. He is a downhill runner, as we talk about. It takes just a quick undercut by Marcus Epps. Third and really long for the Baltimore Ravens, backed up.
Jackson, the screen to Hill. Plenty of Raiders right there, and Hill is tackled at the 21-yard line. Tucker back deep to receive the punt from Jordan Stout. Tucker on the move up to the 32-yard line. And Tucker knocked out of bounds around the 40. They wanted to take some shots down the field in this game. So far, 5 completions for Minshew, but only for 18 yards. And Myers going nowhere on first down.
And technically, that was a completion to get to the edges on this Baltimore Ravens defense, but they're so good at running to the sidelines and recognizing what you're trying to do.
Whitehair remains on the bench. Andrews Pete at left guard for Las Vegas. A quick pass. Here's Tucker. Blockers in front, and Tucker is caught by Kyle Hamilton. Minshew steps up. He's got a lane to run. Now he pulls it back and just throws it away. With the pressure coming, Roquan Smith and David Ajabo applying the heat on Minshew. Second 3 and out for Las Vegas. And here is Cole again with Hardy, the deep man. End over end kick. Hardy's going to let it go. And it takes a Baltimore bounce back to the 20-yard line with 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Derrick Henry has 3 carries for -4 yards. Jackson, quick pass, and that one is caught. And that's the tight end, Charlie Kohler, with his first catch of the season. And it looks like they won't. And that's the end of the first quarter. And a give to Henry, and he is stuffed again by guess who? Max Crosby, who's had a day already here in Baltimore.
To Isaiah Likely, who's got to try to cut off Max Crosby before he gets across his face and into the backfield, and Derrick Henry has 0 chance there.
Jackson looking deep for Andrews, and it's incomplete. 3 and outs for Baltimore as Stout is punting, and it's nearly blocked. There is contact and a flag.
Oh, man, you get that close, you got to block the punt.
Amari Burney made contact with Jordan Stout, and we'll see if it's 5 or 15.
He was airborne.
Gene agreed it was a 50-50 coin flip type of call on that. It goes the Raiders' way. And at the end of the first quarter, AJ spoke with Antonio Pierce. He knows Lamar Jackson, in his words, is the best player on the field. There's going to be moments when he goes off. They're trying to limit those. So far they have. And what a catch right there by Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers, maybe one of the greatest tight ends in college football history. Two-time Mackey Award winner as well. You see, he catches like a wide receiver, runs routes really well. And that's a good corner. And Marlon Humphrey.
1st and 10. Minshew back to the air, to the sideline. Devontae Adams is there and pushed out by Humphrey, a gain of 8. This is an area of the field where you could take a shot on 2nd and 2. Minshew is throwing, and underneath he's got the first down. That is Michael Mayer on the catch for 11 yards.
And Michael Mayer.
Minshew has time, comes back the other way, high pass. Bowers makes the catch. Nice move after the catch by Bowers and nudged out of bounds by Roquan Smith. They run it with Zamir White, trying the right side, squeezes through for a couple before Owe makes the stop.
You get the motion to give an indication of zone or man. It looks like zone.
Abdullah is stuffed. Jones and Matabike.
How they struggled on 3rd and short situations. And look at all of that penetration by the Baltimore Ravens. That play was dead from snap.
Carlson is good.
That first half against the Chargers, they were dominant.
Only 1 first down for the Ravens so far. And a touchback here. Derrick Henry, 4 carries, -5 yards. Out of the backfield here, and Lamar connects with Flowers. That's a catch and a first down, a gain of 17.
Zay Flowers here just running a corner route in between the coverage. It's a good throw by Lamar Jackson, and they did some play action at the start of this play. It didn't affect the linebackers much, but
play action. Crosby's coming. He got a hand on it. And he is just taken over on defense. All here in the first half. Here he comes again. And Lamar to Likely. Isaiah Likely has a first down.
And Likely had a whole bunch of them a week ago.
Gain of 11 for Likely on first down. Jackson to Derrick Henry. Henry slips the tackle, and he's got a first down. Divine Diablo had him, but could not get him to the ground, and it's a gain of 13.
Because Derrick Henry wasn't used enough, especially not in passing situations. But this is why you get him the ball on the perimeter.
From the 30, Henry. And Henry falls forward for about 3. Play clock at 1. They just get it off. Jackson is going to keep it himself. Lamar is tripped up at the 25. Marcus Epps on the tackle. He does not have a catch yet for Baltimore on 3rd down. Jackson rolling right. Still going. Now throws and incomplete. Tried to squeeze one into Flowers along the sideline. Play clock at 3. Tucker's kick is good. And this is returnable. Abdullah slips a little bit and across the 30 and out to the 32-yard line. So a good return by Amir Abdullah, but there is a flag down.
Chris Board is right here. It's hard to see.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, kicking team, number 49. 15-yard penalty, first down.
It's a pitch. Now it comes over to DJ Turner. Turner trying to make something out of nothing and gets 2 yards. All right, Nate, love the reference. Miss those old CD players. 2nd and 8. Minshew with time, and he is picked off. Marlon Humphrey has it. And a big-time miscommunication by the Raiders offense.
Ball go really late, double clutched, threw it without even looking at the defender. Baltimore Ravens take over.
Henry on first down, head of steam, and Derrick Henry up to the 38-yard line. And now going against Roger Rosengarten, the second-round pick out of Washington is in at right tackle. Lamar dancing around the pocket. Crosby's there. Now Lamar, wide open, is Flowers. And Flowers is wrestled down by Jacorian Bennett.
Unless it works, Zay Flowers running this dig route, but as soon as Lamar starts scrambling, he just goes and finds open space. The beauty of Lamar's arm is that it can honestly go anywhere on the field at any time. He's that powerful, even if his mechanics aren't correct.
3 catches, 58 yards for Flowers. Henry right up the middle. Hard running. Derrick Henry for 9 yards. A flag comes in at the line of scrimmage.
Offense, number 79. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Lamar, quick pass, Flowers. And he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Crosby chases him down for another tackle as we approach 3 minutes to play. Jackson, pressure coming. Jackson throws. And did Flowers go down and get it? No. They're saying that pass hit the turf, incomplete, and it's third down.
On the field stands, incomplete pass. Baltimore starts their first time out of the half.
So
it's a third down and 8 for Baltimore. 0 for their last 5 on third down. Crosby's coming. Jackson taking a deep shot down the field. Aguilar down there, and what a play by Bennett. Jacorian Bennett got his hand in there to break it up, and it's fourth down.
gets his hand in at just the right time. Nelson Aguilar had that ball dead to rights and knocked it out.
Justin Tucker from 56 yards away. He missed from 53 in week 1. He was 1 of 5 from 50 plus last year, and this one is no good.
Las Vegas Raiders start. They're almost at the 50-yard line.
With all 3 timeouts and 2:25 on the clock, here is Bowers on the reception, and he nudges out of bounds after picking up a yard on the play.
161 total yards between two teams.
Minshew, pressure coming. Minshew looking down the sideline, and it's incomplete. And a flag comes out. Humphrey had the coverage on Adams.
Shots down the field.
Defense, number 44.
Especially when you get man looks.
Foul, automatic first down.
And Humphrey's in a man look here on Devontae Adams.
It was a 24-yard penalty. Minshew to Abdullah. Simpson is right there, and Trenton Simpson makes the tackle. Adams goes in motion. It's 2nd and 9. Minshew to Adams, and Adams runs out of bounds. Chased out by Ardarius Washington to make it 3rd down after a gain of 6. Minshew under pressure and sacked. Kyle Van Noy feeling okay and comes up with a big play on 3rd down.
Kyle Van Noy just speeds around the edge on Thayer Mumford, who had a good game last weekend. One of the positives for the Raiders offensive line, but in a critical moment, gives up a big sack.
Carlson right down the middle. And we are tied at 6.
They've had so much continuity and consistency, development of that defensive staff. We mentioned it at the top of the broadcast. You go all the way back to Rex Ryan, every single DC in the 2nd level.
Flowers in motion. Jackson comes back over the middle to Flowers, who could not hold on. They're saying it's incomplete. Jack Jones had the coverage for Las Vegas.
Stiff left.
And a flag is down. And a false start against Baltimore.
False start. Offense, number 89. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
That's on Mark Andrews. 2nd and 15. Lamar looking to run. He's going to do it this time, trying to get to the outside. And Jackson is knocked out, and what a foolish play there by Diablo, although no flag is out yet. Jackson with time. There's Andrews with his first catch. First and 10. Jackson over the middle, and he's got Aguilar for a first down. Aguilar to the 42-yard line.
This is the time when you really got to suck it up. You start to get a little bit fatigued, and that's when Lamar starts to take advantage of you.
Jackson, and he throws this one away. Play clock at 1. Jackson to Flowers. Nice move by Flowers, and he picks up 8 yards on the play, and John Harbaugh will call his final timeout. 3rd down and 2. Jackson, and that's complete to Andrews for a first down.
Now they have to go. Get up.
Stopping the clock with 12 seconds to go. Baltimore on this drive, 2 for 2 on 3rd down. Lamar throwing sideline. Flowers is there, and he wisely spins out of bounds with 7 seconds to go.
Now he's helping Antonio Pierce focus on the little things as a head coach.
Tucker 32 yards away, and it's good with 3 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, it's hot here. I'm sure it's a libation as well.
There's the touchback, and now you'd expect Las Vegas to take a knee and go into the locker room. Antonio Pierce and Luke Getsy having a quick chat before they head into the locker room. So the first half in the books here in Baltimore. Ravens 9, Raiders 6. Technicality there. And that is a touchback a moment ago. AJ with John Harbaugh. Opening drive of half number 2 with Justice Hill in the backfield. Handoff to Hill up the middle, and Hill with some nice running picks up the first down and more. Trucks his way to the 45-yard line.
You see him, it's just a simple draw, old school draw, double team at the point of attack. He cuts right through the backside and just gets space.
Henry. And it was Nesta Jade Silvera, one of the Raiders, in on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Jackson over the middle. Andrews makes a great catch to the 38-yard line.
This is an interesting postscript on this play. Obviously, it's a floated ball out to Mark Andrews, and he just brings it in. But watch the Raiders defenders. They don't touch him. They just want him to get up and maybe drop the ball. And if he does that, obviously it's a fumble. Ultimately, he's giving himself up.
Henry running left. There's some room over there for Derrick Henry. Henry with a stiff arm. Derrick Henry rumbling down the sideline.
It's outside zone. Derrick Henry taking his time, outruns Diablo, gets to the edge, breaks a tackle, and then once he gets into you, that stiff arm is vicious.
1st and goal for Baltimore. Henry. And this time he's wrapped up.
Point blank range.
They break the huddle quickly. Jackson end zone. Touchdown! Zay Flowers.
You have to pay attention to. Watch Spillane here. Because of the fake toss action to Derrick Henry, he vacates that window right there. Zay Flowers just scoots in for the easy.
Flowers now with 7 catches for 91 yards and the touchdown. And the extra point by Tucker is good.
Well, AJ just asked John Harbaugh what he needed to see happen, and it was the offense to start clicking, and immediately they got that result.
He was benched for most of the first half. Minshew with time. Here's White. White gets away from Harrison, and Samir White picks up a first down. Here's White again. And he is caught in the backfield. Play fake. Minshew. He's got Bowers wide open at the 40. Brock Bowers bulldozes his way to the 32 before he's knocked out by Marcus Williams.
Starts up and gets out to the sideline, taking it in, a little bit of a return. Good catch, and he'll get the extra yardage.
White. And he runs right into Oweh.
And he's just trying to get to learn these players. Obviously, Davante Adams is going in motion now, you know a lot about. But a lot of these other guys you don't know too much about.
Madison is taken down by Matabike. $98 million extension back in March.
It was an interesting tackle. Didn't really get him, just kind of.
Minshew steps up, throws. He's got Myers, and he's tackled short of a first down. Minshew looking deep for Davante Adams. It's incomplete. Stevens had the coverage.
Good enough throw. That thing's got to be up and over the top. Davante Adams can take this one in. It hit his hands. He just couldn't hold on.
Ravens take over after the failed 4th and 2. And throwing on first down, Jackson to Bateman. A pickup of 12, Bennett on the tackle. Henry with Ricard blocking for him, and that is a scary sight. You got the 300-pound fullback Ricard. Jackson, and that pass is intercepted by Spillane, or are they calling him down? Yes, that's an interception. Down by contact after the pick. But Robert Spillane comes up with the INT.
Hands of Bateman, but Jacorian Bennett knocks it away right into the waiting arms of Robert Spillane. Huge turnover for the Raiders.
Here is Abdullah taking a direct snap. Here is Bowers, and he is bottled up. Kyle Hamilton among the first to get there, along with Kyle Van Noy, a loss of 1.
I know Luke Getsy is still feeling out this Raiders offense, but it's a big opportunity you got to take advantage of.
Minshew gets rid of it and completes it for a first down. That is Jacoby Myers going for 12 yards. Minshew chased out of the pocket and throws it incomplete in the direction of Zamir White. Adams didn't look like he was looking for that football on that play, but he gets it anyway.
Yeah.
Minshew escapes. Now throwing deep to Bowers at the 5. And Bowers still going. Brock Bowers bulldozes his way down to the 1.
Oh, man.
What a play by Bowers and Minshew.
These scramble rules, you got to start running towards the quarterback, and Bowers does that heading down this way. Minshew puts it right on time, and Bowers is spinning around.
First and goal for Las Vegas. Madison, the running back. Madison takes the handoff, pushes forward and in. And a big touchdown off the Lamar Jackson INT.
The culture, the attitude of some of these players, but he's gonna put his faith in them.
But on that drive, they were 2 for 2, including the big play to Bowers. And the extra point is good, with 2:36 to go in the third quarter. Well, the entire league is getting to know Brock Bowers, who has 6 catches for 67 yards today. Here is Kelly on the return. Elevated off the practice squad, and he is tackled at the 25-yard line. Here's Henry on first down. Working on Crosby. Jackson out of the pocket. Flag is down. Jackson puts the brakes on and he's still going. And now Lamar Jackson is tackled by Spillane. Let's see what the penalty marker is. It's a loss of 2.
Holding. Defense, number 18. 5-yard kick. Automatic first down.
Lamar in the shotgun with Derrick Henry next to him. Fakes the handoff. Lamar, here they come. Flag is down. This could be holding. Jackson will throw it away.
Holding. Offense, number 72. 10-yard penalty, first down.
That's on the left guard, Andrew Voorhees. First down and 20. Lamar, he's going to run this one. And across the 30 to the 32. NFL Today update. 30 seconds left in the third quarter here in Baltimore. Jackson, he's got Bateman. And Bateman holds on. That's a great catch by Rashad Bateman. Good for 19.
Lamar Jackson has to just stand in the pocket. There's extra pressure coming. So he sees this very well done route by Bateman on the outside. He gets Bennett turned around. Just holds on to the tip of it. He holds on to it as he goes to the ground.
Derrick Henry has 45 yards rushing, trying to add to his total here. And he picks up 2. Jackson, quick pass. There's Likely. Nice move by Likely to pick up the first down. We saw a lot of that a week ago against Kansas City. Second catch today for Likely. Here's Derrick Henry. And Henry stretches out for a 9-yard gain. Vegas as a team has 9 yards rushing and a flag.
False start. Offense, number 22. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Henry pitch left. Blocker ahead is Stanley. Henry runs right by him and picks up the first down. And a late flag comes in.
More than made up for it. But we're seeing it here. But we saw it in the beginning of the second half.
Wow. Trayvon Merrick. That's
We've seen it. We saw it at the beginning.
Play. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Late hit out of bounds. Defense, number 7. Penalty is half the difference to the goal. Automatic first down.
Attacking the edges. That's where they've had success.
Henry. And he gets down to the 3.
They go right back to it again. Attacking the edges. Remade Baltimore Ravens offensive line.
Look at this. Lamar Jackson goes wide. Henry in the Wildcat formation. He can throw it. Here he's going to keep it. Pushing forward. And he's in for a touchdown.
Henry's lined up as quarterback. It's you know that I know that you know that I know that you know what we're doing. And who's manning up? And Derrick Henry mans up, gets behind him, pushing through Tyler Lindenbaum. Derrick Henry had 14 carries on the day today, long of 29, 79 yards on 17 carries, and that rushing touchdown for Derrick Henry.
Tucker kicks it off. Abdullah will take a knee. Minshew will keep it. Picks up a block. Rolling right. Nobody there. And that's going to be a face mask on Matabike. And then Ojabo came in. There's 2 flags down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense, number 92. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
I think the result's the same in the end.
Agreed.
And Gene, just to confirm, replay assist cannot help out in that situation as Minshew is sacked.
Minshew is sacked. Again, 4th one on the day. This is a Defe Owe.
Minshew fires. Adams has it into Baltimore territory and down at the 38-yard line. A big play when they needed it.
Rhythm play. Devontae Adams is just going to run an in here. Ball is right there as soon as he's off of his break.
Raiders using some tempo. Minshew, pump fakes. Directing traffic, throwing along the sideline. Adams, he's got it.
Again.
What a catch by Davante Adams.
This is what Antonio Pierce wanted. One-on-one situations, just throw him the rock. Only good things can happen.
Minshew over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Jacoby Myers.
There's still some time left on this clock for the Raiders to get back in it.
Second and goal. A handoff to Madison up the middle. Madison stopped at the 7. Broderick Washington and Roquan Smith. Davante Adams in the slot at the top of your screen. Minshew keeping the play alive. Now Chase throws corner of the end zone, incomplete. Kyle Van Noy applying the heat. Play clock down to 2. Carlson 25 yards away, and the kick is good. With 9:21 to go, and it's a 7-point Baltimore lead. Kelly fields it, and he'll take it out.
Oh, that was interesting.
And Kelly does not get to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, you can see that on the catch. If you're going to do it, do it. Rosengarten is their future at right tackle, so they want to get him to work when they can.
Big challenge here against Crosby in the fourth quarter. Henry trying that right side, and Henry is able to get 5 yards out of it.
Like you're shocked by it.
Jackson keeps it this time, and he is taken down. That's a nice tackle by Jack Jones for a loss of 1. Justice Hill, the running back. Some movement up front, now a flag. And who jumped first? It looks like Las Vegas.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense, number 97. 5-yard penalty, third down.
Flag before the play.
It was
The ball carrier was Charlie Kohler.
Offense, number 22.
Wow.
5-yard penalty, third down.
Jackson batted down. Spillane got a hand on it. And a big play again by Robert Spillane.
Intended for Zay Flowers, would have gotten them the first down. Marcus Epps is tight on Flowers, and you see the safety. Epps coming up. He's going to take a shot if he catches this one.
If you're the Ravens and you got Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, why get cute on 3rd and 1?
I completely agree with you. You don't need to be cute there. You have one of the best running backs, one of the most powerful running backs in the NFL.
They get the ball back for their offense, led by Gardner Minshew. On first down, Minshew looking down the sideline deep, and Adams has it again! Davante Adams makes the play!
When you get a look where Davante Adams is one-on-one with a defender, even if that defender is covering you, Davante Adams is mostly open. There's nothing special about these routes. He's just run and go routes.
Minshew over to White. White breaks a tackle and then brought down at the 40.
That is number 17 going across the formation and settling in the slot, Davante Adams.
Minshew, Bowers is wide open. Another Las Vegas first down for Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers, that's his 7th reception on the day. About how great he was at Georgia. He also is a willing blocker.
Minshew over the middle, right back to him. Bowers to the 20. 2nd and 5. Minshew to Adams. Oh, dropped it with a ton of room to run.
Davante Adams saw 6. Saw 6 on that play. Came completely free. Bowers in the slot.
Minshew looking for Bowers. He's got it again. First down, Las Vegas.
It leaves Davante Adams on an island.
Minshew. Adams wasn't ready for it.
Spec motion here again.
Minshew in trouble. There's the sack. 2nd today for Kyle Van Noy.
Right here, he's got to look inside for the snap because it's so loud here. The challenge is when you're looking inside for the snap, Kyle Van Noy is screaming off of the edge. He knows it. He can see his helmet looking down for the snap.
3rd and goal. Minshew looking end zone, and it is incomplete. Stevens and Adams tied up, and now a flag.
Pass interference. Defense, number 21.
Brandon
The foul occurred in the end zone by rule. The ball was spotted at the 1 yard
Brandon
line.
Stevens
First down.
gets his hands on Davante Adams. Probably because of the fighting and going back and forth between the two.
White, no, it's Minshew, touchdown! Davante Adams! And now let's see what Antonio Pierce does.
Quarterback not seeing the ball in flight. It's in Davante's hands before you know it.
And this will be a touchback with 3:54 to go. Jackson, here comes the pressure, and guess who? Max Crosby!
Max Crosby it's a stunt, it's a game. The ET game, in goes first, the tackle comes second, comes around. He does such a good job of making that rush look like he's going out, putting his foot in the ground, coming around. You have Daniel Falele just completely unawares.
Jackson will run this one. And Hill is stood up by Spillane. 3rd and long coming.
Gotten a lot more exciting. The Ravens got some early points. Now the Raiders are being stringent and coming back.
3rd and 19, shut down to Justice Hill. Stopped well short of a first down, and some frustration from the home fans here in Baltimore. Las Vegas did not have to use a timeout. They still have 3 remaining. Stout with a flag down, a short punt. Stout, who's normally so reliable, has this one come out bad. 24 yards.
Number 25 of the kicking team went out of bounds on his own. 5 yards added to the end of the play. First down.
Wow.
And this has been the matchup that has gotten the Raiders back into this game.
They run it with Zamir White. Some hard running. And White, after the Raiders did not run the ball once on their last drive, begins this drive with an 8-yard carry.
So this is all on the Ravens defense right now.
2nd and 1. Minshew over the middle, and that is caught. Jacoby Myers reels it in. First down for Las Vegas. When trailing by 10 or more in the 4th quarter, they were down 10 earlier today. But they've got the ball, and they're driving. Here is White. And John Harbaugh will call his final timeout. Ravens expecting run. It is a handoff to White. And Zamir White pushes the pile down to the 22-yard line.
Same play.
Here's White. Does not get the first. 2 yards shy, so Las Vegas can take their time. Carlson kick on the way, and it is good! With 27 seconds left, Las Vegas goes up by 3.
Right through the uprights for Daniel Carlson. So here's something to discuss, Andrew. Before the dynamic of Gardner Minshew celebrating as well on the sideline, knowing he put his team in position.
Let's see what they decide to do with the kickoff. Carlson, and this one is destined for a touchback. So the Ravens will get the ball at the 30. Jackson over the middle, and he's got a man. That is Mark Andrews, who crosses the 40, and now they got to hustle. An 11-yard pickup, 15 seconds to go, and Jackson stops the clock with 14 seconds remaining.
That Justin Tucker is going to make that 50-plus yard kick. So if you're Lamar Jackson, you need to get this ball to the 40-yard line. The opposing team's 40.
Lamar in trouble, keeps it alive and throws it away as Crosby was breathing down his neck. And now 7 seconds remain.
Get this thing out to the sideline as high.
Jackson looking deep down the field, likely could not hold on with 1 second left.
But you see You see the hit. A hit by Jack Jones jars it. Sneaky great play by Jack Jones. Because this ball is in Isaiah Likely's hands. And if he goes to the ground in possession, that's a catch. You still got to believe Max Crosby, who's standing right here in the middle of the field.
Jackson just going to run. Lamar with blockers ahead. Jackson throws it back. That's Justice Hill. Hill, that looks like a forward pass. There's the flag. Stanley coughs it up. Raiders don't have it yet. Now they do, and that should do it. What a comeback by Las Vegas.
Jackson completed 21 of 34 passes for 247 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and an 81.4 rating. 7 times he connected with Zay Flowers for 91 yards and a touchdown. Derrick Henry paced the ground game with 84 yards and a score on 18 carries. Defensively, the Ravens collected 5 sacks, including 2.5 by Odafe Oweh and 2 by Kyle Van Noy. Minshew completed 30 of his 38 offerings for 276 yards with a score and 1 interception for a 94.7 rating. Devontae Adams caught 9 balls for a game-high 110 yards and a touchdown, and Brock Bowers pulled down 9 for 98. After the Raiders' upset, the rest of the season went the way the oddsmakers probably envisioned. Las Vegas went 4-13 to finish last in the AFC West, and the Ravens ended up with a 12-5 record to earn the AFC North title. Once in the postseason, they topped the Pittsburgh Steelers in the wildcard round 28-14, then lost to the Buffalo Bills 27-25 in the divisional round. That's all for now. Like and subscribe. I'm going to get to every game. In the meantime, keep the laces out, keep the history alive, and I'll see you on the next kickoff. Bye.